The station AI has been added to the game and is in an early state and pretty much being play tested because I believe the only map it's still on at the moment is Bagel. Keep things short and simple. The AI is a round start player who will take over the role of an AI core and then be able to observe the station through their eye, their observer. Obviously, no one can actually see this pointer. It's just for the player to have a center of where they're actually looking. The AI is able to interact with the station in only basic ways. Right now, you can interact with most doors. High security doors you cannot, but you can open wind doors, you can close them. And if you ever alt-click on a door, you can bolt it or unbolt it. This is pretty much your primary function for actually physically interacting with the station. Of course, you can still talk to people. Even if you talk locally, you actually do locally talk, and you could talk on all the normal radio channels. Also, for machines, you can interact with things like APCs right now, but you can't really interact with computers, so your interactions are limited there as well. Other very small things worth mentioning with the AI without getting too wordy about it. The AI core is indestructible, but you can technically unanchor it, which basically kills the AI. The AI core actually does not require any form of power, so even if you depower it doesn't matter. The AI sees through cameras, and this is what the area or vision looks like if you don't have camera vision. If you disable a camera, they can still see through it. If you power off a camera, they can still see through it. So you pretty much have to deconstruct or destroy the cameras to prevent the AI from seeing. The AI can see job icons. It's bugged right now, but they're supposed to be able to see the mass scanner. They're supposed to be able to see the crew monitoring console. I believe the station records might work at the moment, but I'm not entirely sure. The AI is in an early state, but even just being able to communicate globally, seeing pretty much anywhere, and bolting doors has already massively changed gameplay for tags and everything pretty much across the board. The Salvage Reclaimer / mining shuttle has been removed from the game. Now, Salvage will have to build their own shuttles in order to be able to do expeditions and have better maneuverability in space. On top of this, Fultons have been removed from the Salvage vendor, and seismic charges have been removed from the Salvage vendor. The items found inside the Salvage locker have also been changed, so there's no seismic charges of any kind here round start. On top of this, though, blueprints have been added. Seismic charge blueprint, the Fulton blueprint, and the flare blueprint are in the game. You just stick them in an auto lathe, and this will let you craft the new things that are on the blueprint. And for further things for Salvage, there are new lootable rings that are worth a decent bit of space. So the gold ring, for example, is 300, while the silver ring is only 275. To segue to the next part, the guidebook will now remember where you are at. So if you're trying to look up technologies and you close the guidebook, now when you reopen the guidebook, it'll still be on that technology page. Space scanning has been moved. Space scanning is now a Tier 1 industrial research, and the GPS cyborg module and handheld mass scanner are here now. So this will be pretty useful for salvagers. And finally, for technologies, the wide spectrum anomaly locator is now under basic anomalous research, which is Tier 1. Station anchors have been added to the game. The automated trade station now has one that is permanent and does not require any form of power, and this will mean that this automated trade station cannot move. Stations will also have this, but the station ones will have power, and you can actually craft additional ones with a circuit board. So in case that ever gets fully destroyed or tossed into space, it can be fixed. So this means no more dragging the station towards the ATS or the ATS towards the station. They will no longer move. The captain and the hop will now have the administration glasses in their lockers. This really just lets you see job icons, and it looks like blue sunglasses. The health analyzers received a visual update. It will now tell you their species, what they look like, and in general, it just looks a lot cleaner. And if you start taking damage, the window will naturally expand and tell you current ailments as well. It looks very nice. The PACMAN and Super PACMAN now ramp up their power output significantly faster, and really this should make it more useful in emergencies when you're trying to power something quickly, and it should help with like lights flickering and stuff as well. But I'm not 100% educated on that topic, but either way, ramping up the power means that machines will come back online faster. Strange pills have received an update with what can actually be in them. The first pill I checked happened to have havoc oxide, where before it was usually normally something harmful like amatoxin or just less stuff in general. Also, like the one pill had 10 units of licoxide, this one has 20 units of omnazine. Cotton dough has been added to the game, and in the in-game guidebook, you can actually look at some of these recipes that use the cotton dough. Of course, there's also the cooking website that's really useful for this as well, but this will be enough to get you started and helps out for the moth friends. Meteorite rock, which is left behind when asteroids hit a wall or something or explode on the station, now have significantly less health. They only have 12 HP, meaning that you don't actually need a pickaxe to get through them in a reasonable amount of time. Any melee weapon with decent damage will chew through them pretty quickly. And the last thing I'll cover for this week is gas miners are now indestructible. They can be dragged if they ever get unanchored, and they can actually be re-anchored, but they can't be unanchored with like a normal wrench or something. So that means if somebody tries to blow up a gas miner and it gets spaced, you can actually fix it and put it back on the station and make a new like distro air chamber. So distro itself slash the miners getting hit by asteroids or sabotage doesn't necessarily mean the end of Atmos anymore. So this is a pretty major update against major sabotage slash really bad luck with an asteroid. Anyways, that's all I got for this week. Awesome amount of content, seeing the station AI, the salvage changes still going forward and at a good pace. Really like to see it. I mean, who doesn't? Everyone's been wanting the AI for as long as I've been playing this game, and now it is in the game. Anyways, give a huge thanks to our maintainers and contributors for all their hard work, and thank you for watching.